Most people don't realize how much of their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making millions pulling details about you from public records and the internet, then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might just sell credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/hidden. Protect yourself now at aura.com/hidden.
It's Friday, so time for another Ask Me Anything. So if you got a question, ask one below.
I'm Daniel Hill. Welcome to the Instagram Stories. On Mondays, we consider what head of Instagram Adam Mosseri shared on his Ask Me Anything. And you might wonder, why do I spend so much time on this guy? Here's the fact. Instagram is a very confusing platform, and there is one person who has nominated themselves as the spokesperson for Instagram, sharing openly the reasons why things happen the way they do, and that person happens to be the head of the whole company. He reports to Zuckerberg, and he makes the decisions about how things will go, and so when he shares insights, they're really, really valuable. Let's get into some of the questions. The main question that he answered this week had to do with the shopping tab. If you do not have the newly redesigned Instagram home screen yet, the shopping tab and the Reels tab are now at the bottom, and where you formerly would click the button to see your likes and comments at the bottom, this has been replaced by the shopping button. The question, why force a shopping tab on me when there is no one asking for it?
We know not everyone is interested in shopping on Instagram, but a surprisingly large number of people actually are. And so we want to lean into it because we're actually seeing a lot of shopping activity on the platform. And just to back up for a second, we're not trying to build a place where you go and search for a specific thing and buy it. There's other people who handle that better. We're trying to build a place where you can window shop, where you can browse and explore stuff, and maybe you buy something, maybe you don't. And we're trying to do it during a global pandemic where a lot of businesses, particularly small businesses and retailers, are really struggling and looking to find customers online because people can't show up to their stores. And so we're hoping also that it's going to provide a little bit of relief to a group of businesses that are having a really tough year.
So like I've said before, Instagram is definitely targeting Amazon as their main competitor for the shopping, but they want to provide a completely different shopping experience. On Amazon.com, you search for a specific item and you get a static page of images where you click on the particular item. But that's not very realistic. What would mean a lot more is if you saw someone that you admired using the product, unboxing the product, demonstrating all the things that you could do with the product, and then from there you could buy it. That's a completely different mentality, and that is exactly what Instagram is going for. If you do not have an Instagram shop set up yet, I absolutely recommend going to the Instagram help and following the directions for how to set up your Instagram storefront. It's absolutely going to be your best use of your time. Next question. How is Reels doing? This is a good question because you've undoubtedly seen on Reels mostly reposts from TikTok. Here's his answer.
Reels is growing, but still far behind the competition. Lots more to come. But we did launch a dedicated Reels tab in every country where we have got music rights on Thursday. So really excited about that. So hopefully you can build on the momentum and keep growing.
Instagram's at the point where they need to start innovating on this Reels TikTok platform. They have to come up with ways to make it better, to make it more engaging, to make it easier for you to create content if you're not a creative person. That's how they got Stories really launched off the ground when compared to Snapchat in 2016. Honestly, right now, I think the process of creating a Reel or a TikTok that's going to do well in the algorithm is extremely hard. You have to come up with a creative idea. You have to be able to layer in the sound and make it work not only from a timing perspective, but also either a comedic or an educational perspective. It's a lot of things to tie in. So I think if they have tools to make that process easier, it will do better in the long run. That's it for today's show. I would like to say that if you are interested in taking over the show for a day, for a week, as long as you feel like, send me a direct message at Daniel Hill Media. I would love to get your insights and experiences and have you share them on the show. If you have something newsworthy that you think you want to talk about, please send me a direct message. I think this show is as much yours listening as it is mine making the show, and I want to share that with everyone. That's it for today's show. Please come back tomorrow for more Instagram news.